Would you ever buy Sentry in order to get a read? Like to deal with the op sword?
If I can guarantee it's there. Do you know the trick to like scout it?
I stand here.
During night, right? Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
So you could do that. It's because, so the tier 1 towers have lower night vision than the tier 2s. And so their night vision actually is, I think, like 50 units or 100 units shorter than their attack range.
Oh, I seen someone stand right here.
So you can stand there, and like if you're just slightly inside that red circle, and it doesn't hit you, then you're good. And you're like dot, yeah. So there's no ward. You're good.
Interesting. That means
then
I can place mine now.
Yeah.
Knowing that.
And if you want, when you are able to like go there, you can even place it on their side, because it's really hard for them to D-word when it's on their side, and it gives you even better vision. Because this one is kind of overlapping with your tower a little. But the other one would like give you full vision of everything they're doing.
Oh, sure, yeah, I get what you're saying.
But sometimes it's a little riskier because people could just be standing on that hill, and then that's how you die. It's one of those things where it's like if you get it, it's good, but it's not something to do. It's not an every game thing.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Who's gonna be my opponent's sniper, I guess?
Windrunner? Sniper. Better read than me.
It's a rank thing. You're thinking he should be position 1.
Yeah, I expect him to be safe lane.
If you have like micro tips, feel free. I will try. Otherwise,
yeah, I don't want to micro like too hard. I want to let you like think, but pretty much just like play the lane CS, and then if you have the creep advantage, look to shard him when there's no more creeps so that your creeps hit him. And right now you have the disadvantage, so just play the blast at the creeps.
Yeah.
And just play into your tower.
Is this an undesirable situation?
It's not the best, but it's not like terrible, because you'll generally be able to farm into your tower like this. You're farming fine. It can be scary if they are a really strong hero and they hit you under tower, but sniper doesn't really do that well.
Oops. Alright. You would take Q, right?
Q, yeah. You could even, if he's standing on your hill right there, you can even just like Q him.
Alright. It's been a while since I used it.
Yeah, it's a thing you gotta use too, to like perfect range.
So now maybe I pull this creep back. Oh, there was no vision.
Yeah, they don't have a ward. It actually hurts you sometimes when they don't have a ward.
Yeah. So I would need to like... Yeah, I'm not sure. I would need to like hit it.
You need to like go on the low ground a little.
Yes,
yeah, slightly.
Semi.
So here you want to push the wave to get the rune. Nice, this is good. This is good to see. Now you shrapnels, you walk away, get the rune, and the wave will push into you.
Okay, perfect.
So this is perfect. And one other habit I would recommend, just to try building, is whenever you walk back from the rune,
go up?
To walk on your high ground.
Yeah. Because otherwise he has too much control on me, right?
Yeah, he can get a couple hits in. And since it's that, it's just a numbers game, right? Giving him like 2-3 free hits is just something you want to try to avoid if possible.
Oops. So now I've seen someone do this. And then if I hit both actually, which I didn't, then I would have had the range creep down to 1 HP.
Yeah. Nice thing is this guy didn't take the top water in if you go there now.
Oh yeah.
I think he did those. So yeah. He's a sniper, so he was not going to buy a bottle.
Right.
So he should he should go for the water range just because it's good to go always for them. But it's like on Invoker, you also might not have that habit of going for the water range because you don't need them.
Yes.
But it's just good to get them away from the other guy.
Ah.
Okay, didn't take a tower.
Sorry, friend.
He takes some hits, I guess.
He's low. I don't think he has much more regen. He probably only bought the 3 tangos.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
So pretty much just war of attrition right now. You have water runes coming up, so anytime you can just pressure spells and you get
Okay.
like a last hit with them, it's good enough.
Yes.
This is perfect. I think you're just
I
chipping him down.
abduct them here.
You betcha.
Yep.
Go high ground.
Got it.
You can even aggro the range creep, and sometimes these melee creeps will kill the range or get it low enough to deny.
Aggro the range.
Yeah, do you see how the like 2 creeps got pulled to the range?
Oh yeah, I needed to find an enemy hero on the map somewhere. Because I didn't
No,
see
no,
sniper.
you did good. It worked. It's just sometimes the creeps that were too low that it didn't work. But sometimes if the creeps are full health, you can pretty much get that range creep denied for free, which is always really nice.
Hmm.
Sounds like a good idea.
So he's really low, so now just nice.
I heard him healing self, so
Yeah. Good enough, good enough.
good enough.
Effectively dead.
Effectively dead.
Good habit, good habit. You have spells though. If you're go in. You got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah.
And then there's the top water in because he also didn't get it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Would you wait till claws? Or just bring armor now?
No, I'd buy the chainmail
And then bring it.
and then bring it. Yeah.
Snowstorms are coming.
I could
If
have.
you want to, he's walking base on sniper right now.
Yeah.
So if he was a hero that could gank at level 5, he could look to TP, but he's gonna TP back mid. Like 100%, he's TPing back mid.
Yeah.
And so
I
you
get
just want
what
to
you're
deny the creeps
saying.
back. Like if he was a primal beast, he might be able to TP to one of the side lanes and gank.
And would I then push hard?
Yeah, and then you'd want to think about pushing to like prevent it. But since he's gonna TP back mid, you want to just CS, not use your nukes until he shows up.
Oh yeah.
Because you want to deny as many creeps as you can before he's back. So then the 6-minute rune spawn, so you want to check.
Well.
Good to be good.
And sometimes it's worth to give up like a last hit or two to get the 6-minute rune.
Okay. So I was late.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not terrible, but sometimes supports will like show up and it's just scary. So this is good enough. Once you pretty much cast your spells, you can walk away, and it's good enough. He might try to ult you, but you won't die.
Oh.
He's dead if you hit this.
It's a big if.
All good.
Wait, why did I get? Oh no, I heard.
You hurt the gold. And you...
Yes.
That's all. You're gonna buy it at Deso anyway.
Yeah.
So now hit the creep until you're gonna get 7 off this creep, I think, or the next creep. And then you're gonna get Q, and if the sniper's still the same health, then you'll press Q on him when you see him.
Nice.
Nice. And then yeah, the snowball, it's just dependent on how fast you feel like going. Like you can just double click W and then you'll instantly go, or you can, because pretty much if you just spam W, like W and left click, at some point it's just gonna like go, and the next one you'll be flying forward. So here I'd walk to base.
Oh, okay. Not gold bounty rune.
No, I mean, there's a chance that they're both there, but there's also a chance that neither of them are there.
Hmm.
It depends on.
So you're teaching me
what the enemy teams end up doing.
consistency here.
Yeah. So I don't know how much you trust your teammates. I would just ask and be like, are the banner runes there?
I trust them, but
They would-
I'm pretty sure they're there. But it's fine, right? Do I just TP? Do I
Yeah.
buy a new one?
Buy a TP, yeah, and then look bot and see what the situation is bot.
It's
If
bad.
there's a fight, just TP.
Oh,
Because your Rubik's there.
I should have done it. I didn't. Sorry.
It's all good, it's all good. Now you push this in, and then there's an 8-minute rune. Your axe lived, so it's actually not terrible. So check bot rune, and then there's a sniper on the ward. So being around, if you don't get a rune, you can even run dish down
Oh.
and just like pressure the sniper,
Ah.
because he's in the danger zone.
Sounds like a good idea.
Nice one, Gunnar. Max W or 1 point in E?
W. The nukes are just really good.
Let us
It used to change, but they buffed the spells up, so they're actually good numbers.
let's see what you're made.
Would you nuke or just wait for the
I would
hits like this?
I'd probably nuke
You would
just
have.
because I have three bottle charges,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty much guaranteed this top rune.
Yeah, it was top. I remember now.
So,
Yes.
and then now you can look at top
Is under attack.
and just see the situation because you have a haste.
How should I walk? Like this is okay?
Yeah, this is okay. And you want to just click the winner to see like what's up with him. Yeah, he's really weak.
Face boot, 11 charges of magic wand.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is a perfect timing.
Middle tower is under attack.
did he dodge that? Because
Middle tower is under attack.
No, the punch has true strike.
okay.
Got it.
Sure.
Ah,
It's okay.
run
If-
back.
Yeah,
Mid?
just run back mid. If you want, you can look bot. Just like move your camera bot and then see if there's a situation that you can TP to.
I think
Like
no.
so.
I think it's a bit
Yeah,
too
it's
deep.
probably they're too close to the tower. So a lot of the time, one of the fastest plays that you can make as these like roaming heroes is as you finish your play top, if you're still healthy and you have the resources, you do a haste rune there, right?
Yes.
You look at the opposite side of a map and think, can I TP here and do something instantly?
Ah,
Because now they've TP'd out of top or they've died, and they have no way to react to this bot pressure. And so you
Right.
get a free kill almost always.
Are fortified.
and you still have haste.
Yeah.
Should I get wand before finishing this to clear up some space?
Yeah, wand's really good, just in general. I buy it like I would say 80% of games. I buy one.
Yeah.
Good enough. You don't need to go ham. And I actually think going the full Deso this game instead of the Falcons pretty good because your game is so good.
Oh yeah, I was following Dota Plus recommendation. I guess we didn't talk about that.
I thought it was okay, especially because you bought the Blightstone. It's really not a big deal.
Oops. Okay, that's what happens when the target is dead by the time you get there. Just
Yeah,
keep-
you'll still go towards it, but
Got it.
sometimes the snowball will disappear. It's just invisible. Because it'll go like underground because the corpse of the thing you snowballed is underground.
Ah, I
The
see.
snowball will go invis.
Okay.
I say.
So
And now you can look at bot because mid's kind of hard to push into a sniper,
yes.
but you can kill the Weaver really easy or take this tower. Just like taking the tower is good enough. You have one of the best tower taking runes. You have an invis, so you can tank. Sure.
He turned invisible. I should have gone quicker to follow up on the CC, right?
Yeah, you wanted to get a balance between like chain stunning him or bursting him.
Yeah.
So either one's fine.
What did I... Wait, what happened to my rune?
You used it to the left. I think you used it like as you're about to snowball.
Oh, I think it timed out.
Is under attack.
Yeah. Nice, just run. Just keep running. If he chases farther, you can turn, but you're fine.
TP or walk home, huh?
Just walk home. You almost always will walk home if it's safe, because you'll heal while walking home, and so technically your trip out is going to be like 1 to 2 more seconds efficient.
Oh,
In addition to also now you get the choice of choosing where to TP to.
mid?
Yeah, mid because there's a rune there. There's a 12 rune, and then there's the wave. So there's an invis bot, and then there's the 12 wave.
I did forget to buy an op sword.
All good.
Invisibility.
So also remember before you punch, pressure E,
The Nord
Okay.
comes
because it'll make your punch do 200 more damage.
you were out of
Maybe I should have gone for the Enigma. I thought he was
The
gonna
Enigma's
die.
the position 5, so
That's true. So this
you
is a
got the
better
bigger
kill.
Yeah.
Your middle tower is under attack.
yes.
Yeah, Tusk is actually pretty good versus Windrunner because the punch has true strike.
Yeah, that's
So
really
even when he
nice.
goes Windrun, you always hit it. Winner also has really low armor as a hero and doesn't buy armor. So you'll one-shot her for the majority of the game, especially once you finish this deso. Now I think your main goal is to probably take this bot tier 1. Because at this point in the game, you kind of want to open up the map
Okay.
and start taking towers.
Isn't mid amazing?
So, it is, but it's also the hardest.
So I'll see if it's
So-
possible.
Yeah, you can see if it's possible, but they have Sniper and they have a Undying, which are two just good heroes
Shit.
at taking fights in like an area. So I would probably just connect to your team bot and just take the tower.
I showed where I'm going a weakness to
It's
be
fine. You might even get this free kill. He has no black hole. Why don't you press tag team for a punch, he'll die.
Oh. Well, that was a not ideal sequence, but it
That's
worked.
all good. That's all good.
You're a very calm teacher.
Thank you. Is that a good thing?
That's very
Is that what
good.
you want
It's
from a
very
teacher?
good.
Nice.
Your
And so here you can go. I think you could go blink. You can go back for the Falcon Blade if you just want to feel what it feels like to have Falcon Blade in your inventory.
Yeah, I suppose it hasn't
But-
really been necessary yet. It was an unintentional
Yeah.
skip, but
Yeah,
let's skip it.
yeah, it's fine to skip. Like those items, it's like you can go back for, but generally, the reason you bought it has passed, right? You bought it for this
Yes.
10 to 12 minute mark.
When
So-
when my mana pool was 432, not 543. Oops.
Yeah. I would also recommend buying a Dust because they have a Weaver.
radiant
And
structures are fortified.
maybe you get a free kill on the Weaver.
Your
I want to
tower
nuke this
is under
so that I can get the power rune.
Yeah.
It's not time yet.
Aha.
Nice. All right, you got your item. You get to kill everyone now.
Okay.
This guy just
Let's try it
snowballed and
out.
punch. He's dead. It's fine. It's fine.
You're right. He was right.
I say.
All right, and then again, just always think about your cooldowns. So they're all about like 12, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So just every time you have them, you can go.
Okay.
So a sniper, you can die. But you need both your E and your R to punch,
Okay.
and then you kind of need both of your first two spells. They're like these little combo spells. Like you want to use them together.
Yeah.
structures are fortified.
No, I don't think I want to go there.
A
Huh?
little dangerous.
I'm under attack.
Okay, you brought a lot of heroes here.
I don't have enough mana now. Any Falcon Bladers?
Every one of your supports is arcane boots. Careful. Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk home. I spent too much.
If you
Oh.
want to be really greedy, oh, you got mana. Okay. I was gonna say, there's a struggle you can make here as a player.
Yeah.
It's either A, when you walk to base, you farm that camp near base because you're really close to blink.
Yeah.
But the thing is if you do that, it's gonna take you like 40 more seconds before you're ready.
Ready?
Worth it. Kind of. It's
Yeah.
good. You got the kill. That's all that matters.
I was highest level, so not really.
Yeah.
And I was on a kill streak. But I knew it as soon as I walked here. I was kind of just doing
You might be
random
under a ward or something.
random shit. Then the Undying showed up. I'm like, okay, I know I'm on a ward now. Let's
Yeah.
keep running away. And yeah. So you were saying when you're very low,
It's
you have no mana. No.
Some people will farm their way back to base.
This one.
And yeah, they'll farm like a camp or two on their way back to base when they're really low mana, and you'll get more gold. But for what your team, if your team needs you to do things, it slows the game down too much, and it's worth it to like just walk back to base.
Okay.
So that would have been like a question where it's like, oh, but I'm so close to blink. I'll get my blink,
Your
but now your team's gonna be waiting an extra minute for you to farm instead
Yeah.
of you just being healthy mid and finishing your blink mid lane.
Yep.
Now all you have to do is remember press your tag team,
Yeah.
then you blink in, and then you punch.
top tower
And as they're falling from the punch, you can snowball them to stun them for an extra second. But pretty much every hero should die if you tag team punch.
Huh. They take more damage when I put other people inside, right?
Yeah, it's like 100 extra damage per hero. So if you have all 4 of your allies in, it's an extra 400 damage.
Oh yeah, 100. What would you take here? The snowball damage, so I can one shot.
I take snowball, yeah. Now you can one shot waves with your 2 spells.
Wait, it didn't work. Oh, with 2 spells.
2 spells. It's the snowball damage.
Who do I?
So it's not the shard.
Oh, it's snowball damage. I just use snowball.
You can what I do is I snowball the range creep, and then while I'm in like the snowball, I cast the shard as I'm like rolling,
While you're in
and then I spam
Okay, but
while you're like rolling.
How do you stun everyone?
You mean during fights or like
No, like so if I W this creep, it damages
W and then Q, yeah, and then it'll damage everything you roll over.
Oh yeah.
And then if you want to be very safe, I spam click my blink dagger, because then the second the snowball ends, I'll blink backwards. I'll blink towards my base.
Oh yeah.
Because like when you double click it, like auto clicks your fountain.
Didn't even need. That sucks. Team.
All good.
Well, it was
No team.
tag team damage. The stun. Longer stun maybe.
Stun. Yep. Stun's better. So even you're at the point where you do so much damage that if you want, you can just start with blink punch. You don't have to snowball or anything.
Oh.
Because I think honestly, a couple of the heroes will just die instantly to a
That's
punch.
true. I had
like one
DD
hit.
as well, so I could just blink in E R, and then
that's
save
it.
everything
They might
else
just be dead.
for
They
peel.
might just be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are fortified.
I would recommend the Q to not use as early in the fights as you're using.
Okay.
It's better to attack, especially when you're trying to burst. And the Q is kind of like, if you're going to use it, it's the last thing you use because it has no animation, but it can stop your attacks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a
Like
lot
you want
of
to use
sense.
it just to get the final nuke when they're at like 200 health, and that's it. And you don't worry about it.
That makes a lot of sense. BKB could be good.
Yeah, I would probably just go BKB.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
So you push this probably enough. You should run to mid. Because this corner doesn't... I don't know how much it'll matter in like unranked games, but the corners of the map are the scariest. That's where the people like show up and deal with you. And so a lot of the times once you push the wave into the corner, it's kind of good enough. And you don't have to go further. And it's better to go towards the middle of the map to help your team out.
Okay. Especially someone that wants to fight all the time. Spend more time in
Yeah,
the middle.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be
It's
the
either
ones
the
on
middle
the
or where your teams are.
Oh yeah.
And then in like this game, it'd probably be your jug. This guy should honestly die.
I couldn't find the W target. Oh no. I even had this illusion, right?
It's a bounty run.
Oh, it's gold. Yeah.
Don't worry, I think you'll get the gold when it'll proc.
Yeah. I was trying to find a snowball target. I actually stupidly tried to
Yeah.
snowball an ally.
You can just snowball the winner when he goes on you, and then just hold it for the entire 3 seconds. Don't click W again; it'll automatically go, and then just spam your blink the entire time.
Yeah. Does it matter which direction? The direction the snowball is facing,
you have-
ideally?
No, you can just like actually just spam your blink dagger button
Okay.
and double. Do you have double click on?
No, I have Alt C. By double click, you mean if you press something twice, it self procs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Alt only.
Middle tower is under
Okay.
attack.
Because?
So then you have to just, if you double click your blink dagger, like you self cast it, it'll cast it on your fountain,
Oh,
which
right.
means that you'll always blink towards your fountain.
Okay.
So it's like if you're in a dangerous position, you can like spam your blink dagger, and then you'll instantly go back towards your base.
Okay, okay.
But the other thing you can do is just like press C and then left click spam, and like keep spamming that, and then at some point you'll blink.
Okay, got it.
Because it won't, I don't think it'll queue up in snowball fast enough, so you should just like spam click it. At least that's what I do.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the most efficient.
Let's,
Betcha.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Missed the
no!
It's alright. It's easy black hole steal.
Ah. Oh!
Oh.
Rubik TP'd out too. There's so many critters, what the hell? Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what happened to the Weaver. He
So I punched
somehow
him,
lived.
I dusted.
Yeah, but
and-
I thought the axe called him, but I think he missed the call or he didn't click it.
I thought he would be locked down there for longer too.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
Axe missed.
So the thing with-
yeah.
Your middle tower
Yeah, I think
has
Axe missed
fallen.
his call.
Or
The thing with
yeah.
Tusk is that his stuns aren't crazy long. It's only like 1.5 seconds for the punch, and then I think it's 1.75 or 2 seconds for the snowball. So it's not the longest, but the hardest part actually is chain stunning your punch with snowball, because they're in the air, so it's hard to click your snowball on them
Chain stunning my punch with snowball.
with snowball. So it's like while they're in the air, as they're falling, you snowball to stun them for an extra like 2 seconds.
And you have to click on them while they're in the air. So you have
While
to.
they're in the air, yeah.
pan your
Because the second
camera.
they land, they're unstunned.
Okay, okay.
But it's like hard, right? Because they're flying in the air. It's the
Yes.
same with like a tiny toss. The winner might die to a punch. If you're lucky.
Sorry, I was I was warding so
Good
bad.
jug got him. Enigma dead in a punch.
Okay, that worked out. I wanted to do that thing where you ward
You place the
for the fight,
yeah.
but I did so knowing it's taking way too long and the fight already finished.
Okay.
If you say so.
And then yeah, just make sure you press the E. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I think it'll be an extra 400 or 500 damage.
Yeah, sorry.
So it's one of those heroes. You have a lot of buttons to click
Yeah.
very fast. Like Legion. Have you played Legion? Where you have to like press the attack, blade mail, blink, duel,
Oh yeah.
and then if they have a Lincolns, you have to break their Lincolns with like a halberd, and you have to do all that within half a second or something.
Radiant
Yeah.
structures are fortified.
We're hanging out here waiting for them to contest this area. Thinking phase.
Yeah.
This seems.
All right. So if your team's close, you can jump this guy.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's all good. It's hard. It's hard. You have to like be perfectly on them.
Yeah.
Oh, we got him.
Snowball.
Oops, I should probably not split the fight like this.
A little scary, but it's not the worst.
Got it.
That's the one thing with shards is you have to think about the hills a lot,
Yes.
because they can be very nice or very bad.
What the? What the?
All right, practice the shard push. Shard push yourself
Okay.
out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
Like you do that.
You look so cool.
Yeah, sure.
So now I think once you get the BKB, I think the simplest way for you guys to play this game is you let Axe do everything first, unless you
Okay.
see a really good kill.
Okay.
Because either they jump on him, and you're gonna blink snowball him onto any enemy hero, so that he survives, or he'll blink call, and then whoever he blink calls, then you can go on second and punch them, and it's for free because they're stunned.
Yes. I let him go in first.
Yeah, so let him either tank the spells first and you save him, or he jumps them and then you follow up jump with him.
All right, I save him. Yes. So I blink on top of him and then I put him in
You
a
snowball
snowball.
anything,
Anything. Yeah, I got it. Got
anything, and then you just click him, right click once you're in the snowball, and then he'll be in there.
it. Yep.
Good to be good.
And then once the snowball ends, you know, you have a BKB, so you'll just go in and fight everything.
Yep.
It'll also give your time for your supports to cast spells, and so it'll be a pretty easy fight.
I'm under attack.
And then your axe, also there's a chance like he jumps the Weaver and the Weaver just dies from one hit.
Yep.
So
Okie dokie.
Do we have any sentries?
Is under attack.
Got it.
How long does her invis last? I forgot.
Weaver?
Yeah.
This
It's
should
4-second duration with a 6-second cooldown.
freeze. Snowball.
I spend a lot of time not farming because we're like wondering what do we do next?
Yeah, I
Where
mean,
do we do?
your game's
It's
not.
fine.
Your game is really good. Like in terms of gold wise, like you're doing
Yeah.
great. It's fine.
And it's okay. It's not streamlined. It's we're all
I think
Sorry.
Is under attack.
if you want to try to get your team to do a goal, your next objective should be Roche.
okay.
So you have actually really good wards around Roche.
Yeah.
So you want to just move your entire team towards the Roche side.
That's
Because I
good.
think actually they're TPing to defend this tower, so it's really bad.
Most likely, yeah.
So now there's probably 5 heroes AFK there, and your team really wants to push, but it's not good.
Yeah.
And you should all walk away and go Roche.
Yeah.
Because now that the enemy team is going to be stuck down there, and you'll get Roche for free
Yeah, Undying was there.
if it's up.
Of course.
I think Roche should be up.
it was better.
This
if
wave
I
is a
didn't.
little scary to push.
Time yet.
Because they're all going to be around here. So just be
Yeah.
a little careful. It doesn't matter that much. Like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
And then now just walk to Roche and just be a ball. All you guys have to do is be a ball, and you'll win the fight. Especially if you get this kill. Like, this is
Perfect.
a free Roche.
Yeah. There's gonna be people that want to push during that time, but Roche is like so simple to get now, right?
Time
Yes. And once you have more teammates here hitting it, just press your tag team.
down.
There's not ever just going to do a bunch of damage to Roche.
Counter punch.
Neutrals. Paladin sword maybe.
You can even go Quiver, actually.
Quiver. Okay.
Because it's 225 extra damage on your auto attack. On your punch.
Right.
And air punch is just even more damage.
Quiver. Okay. More burst.
The north comes.
And nobody else
And
needs
there's
it.
also, it gives you mischance for the Windrunner. Or like True Strike for the Windrunner.
True strike, yes. Do I just break my quelling?
You
Where-
could sell it at the secret shop if you want to be
Yeah. Usually I do, but
efficient. Maybe you get this Windrunner? Maybe.
yeah, I was looking.
So a lot of the time you want to play under Vision and Wards as Tusk, because all it is getting this one punch. Like all you have to do is punch them, and you'll have done 1,000 damage.
Yes.
So you have to make sure that you know where they are, where they're standing, and what the range is.
Uh-oh. Oh, they went to the wrong tower.
You did.
I have punching.
Attack team on towers does nothing.
Radiant structures
It doesn't.
are
Yeah, no.
fortified.
Because it pretty much is
Dire's
more of like a.
has been killed.
I don't know how to describe. It's like a spell just around you that that hurts enemies.
Yeah.
And the only way it affects them is when your allies hit them.
Yeah.
It's like a debuff that just makes them take more damage. You should put the Deso in instead of Wand.
Yeah.
And also, the bottle actually doesn't have to be off cooldown before you pick up runes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
It
just
just needs
waiting
an
because you,
inventory.
you started saying you should, so
I see. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
I get with you.
Sounds like a good idea. I say. Alley-oop.
Oops.
Fine. You're fine. You have ages. It's alright.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna win this fight.
Polar punch.
Huh? Where is he?
Snowball.
And it is. Just take the kill.
What the hell is happening with this guy? Why is he keep being invincible?
Glimmer.
What's it? Ah, Glimmer Cave.
My own strength.
Glimmer Cave, yeah.
What do I take here? Walrus Punch crit?
I like the Walrus Punch crit, especially when you buy Deso, yeah. Because all the numbers you have pretty much just crazy. Because it's 75% more of your attack damage, which is like 250 right now. Plus 75% of your tag team damage, which is another 100.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty much like an extra 250 damage on your ult, if not more.
I'm under attack.
And also if they're at negative armor, that's also more damage that it's doing.
The enemy's bottom tower
If they have negative armor?
Yeah, I don't think anyone has negative armor this game because you don't have much other minus armor, but even the Deso is pretty nice. You might kill this guy with a punch if you punch Snowball.
Nice.
Stay
Nice.
frosty. You betcha.
Ooh.
Got it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of gold right there. I played a game where I think there was 4 bounty runes because I played Brood and I just had the entire area locked down and my team didn't need to help me because I was there and the enemy team couldn't walk there. And at one point I went to check the bounty and there were just I think 4 or 5 of them
Yeah.
hanging out.
Would you get this Mindbreaker? No. You like the quiver?
I think the quiver's better.
Oops.
It's all good. Don't chase too far.
Yeah.
Ooh, a DD.
Yeah.
Yes.
That feels like bait, the Undying.
Yeah. And then if it's easier for you, if you want, you can just right-click your punch, and then all you have to do is just like attack them normally.
Autocast it, right?
Yeah, autocast it. It depends. It's whatever you think is easier for you. Because Tusk has no benefit, unlike other heroes, to being like a spell.
Heal word, nice. Yeah, so autocast. Yeah, I saw another guy use autocast. Should be preferential then.
Yeah, it's just based on what you want. Sometimes, like in the really late game, once I have a lot of stuff, I'll put it on autocast because I'm only hitting heroes. But depending on what type of the game I'm at. Nice.
That gets my seal of approval. Got it.
We have so much damage now. I want to punch someone else.
Yeah, you can maybe get the Enigma. If you're feeling okay, all right. Do you see where your ward is? Like stand below it and then scan on the high ground. All right, and then if you have faith, just blink in there and punch.
Well, that kind of worked. Oh. Bonus points for turning on BKB, yeah? Not that it would help against Black Hole, but...
You stole Black Hole, you got some kills.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. Thanks for the scan scan play. Oh yeah, scan. We don't usually we don't usually use scan like that.
What do you scan for?
I think the scan the cooldown is 3 minutes? No, 5.
That's good. I think it's 3.5. Yeah.
3.5. Yeah, I think probably most 1 hour games use like 5 to 7 scans. Definitely underusing it.
Yeah, the big ones are in the early to mid game. Carries will use it a lot.
People will randomly use it like
smoked on.
just to scan anywhere to see if enemies doing Roshan. That's the most common use. But you're
Yeah,
saying
so
to see if you're being smoked on. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like when carries are farming their like triangle or like the ancient creeps, and if they think that the enemy team's like all missing, they'll scan the hill to see if it pops. There's Rosh where people will do just to see if the other team's Roshing, and then the third one is if you're smoking, you can scan up the hill. So then if it doesn't like pop red, it means that you can take that hill for free. And if it pops red, then you can blink up the hill to take the fight because you're smoked, so they don't see you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like no matter what the result is, it kind of gives you. You understand what you get from it.
Yep.
But I think if you just use it just to scan Roche, it's never going to be a bad thing. That's the simplest thing. It's good enough.
But I like the little micro plays that can happen with it.
Yeah, there's like some small times where it's like another one I'll do is if I think an enemy hero TP'd, I'll like walk away. And sometimes people want to stay. So it's like you walk away, like you intentionally let them sit in the trees, but then you scan it after like 5 seconds have passed.
Oh yeah.
And then you walk back at them.
It's a decent fight.
Yeah. The Weaver's dead. You want to look for Sniper if you can, or Winner. That's a good one if you punch her. Nice.
Cool.
Maybe your team gets the Winner, maybe?
feel like the bottle is cluttered now. And the
It's because you have 3 components for the AC.
yeah.
They're all gonna be combined into one. So you can even like replace the hyperstone with your wand. And then
Yeah, that's true.
you're gonna have it anyway in a half a second.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Their other big goal in fights right now is you can just punch the winner during her BKB because it goes through BKB full.
oh yeah, that's true.
Slow the damage, everything. So anytime she like goes on one of your heroes, you can help them by just BKBing and or just punching her through the BKB.
Yep.
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom
Oh, I forgot E. E after everything else.
A little scary. Weaver's respawning. You have a healing word though if you want to be close to your team.
Do we?
Yeah. the
Oh
jump
yeah.
out.
Your top tower is under attack.
Not enough to TP too.
You betcha.
I've never used this on a
Your top tower is under
on a melee enchanted quiver, but it makes sense.
No storms are coming. Gee, we love 'em.
This is bad. Yeah, this is bad.
This is bad. BKB, you'll get a kill. Maybe you get the sniper too. Look down. There you go. Keep on going.
Wow, we have tombstone.
One thing I'd recommend is to try not to snowball in a lot. Like, I almost always try to only snowball when I'm on top of them already.
Ah,
Because they have like 4 staffs and stuff to get out, so it's just dangerous.
yeah. Don't do this.
This is not, doctors would not recommend that. Blink punch forward?
Yeah.
And die? He's the only one. Now you can dive. This is when you can dive.
Oh,
if you want.
okay. All right.
the enemy's middle barracks.
I would go the punch. You're having a good game.
The enemy's middle
If your game's a little harder and you need to be a little more saved, then that's when you would go for the other one. But if your game's pretty good and you do a lot of damage, just go for the punch chance.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Ah, E at last again. Jesus.
Just hit him. There's a chance you punch him.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Wait.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, because it's True Strike.
Yes.
So 1 out of 8 of my attacks.
Will just randomly be a punch. Yep. And it's, I don't know what if it's like pseudo random or it's true random, but there's times we will just punch 2 times in a row.
Nice.
Or you'll like punch with the cooldown because it doesn't proc the cooldown of your ult. It's like
Yeah.
a separate thing.
Enemy's middle tower.
Oh, so you can connect
You
it.
can like punch, and then the next normal attack you do is also a punch. So nice getting the support numbers up.
Why are people like this, huh? You win?
Because he's mad that he bought a Silver Edge instead of like a Maelstrom or something.
It's weird people.
Yeah,
Wow.
people are. Hold on.
That was a lot
This
better.
guy didn't deserve to win.
Yeah, they're actually salty about the manner of winning and who they won with, and they were like, "I'd rather the earth burns than winning with this guy."
That is way more common than you would think.
Sadly,
Very sadly.
believe it or not, this was a much better TUSK game than my first. I think you're a big part of it.
I wasn't. You were the one who was playing. I was just here to be the voice.
Really?
Who's ready for a
Right. This game we had.
anyone?
Wait, this game we had 1 death. Friendly teammates. That's a big lie. Well, most of them were. 15, 6, 17. I felt like I was doing very little lane farming.
Yeah, I think you were just running around trying to get kills,
Yeah.
which isn't like bad, but I think the thing that would help with it a lot is try to be with your team as much as possible.
But then I'm not
At
clearing
least
the
like 1 or
offlane.
2 heroes.
But he's not the offlane hero.
Who, the Tusk?
Yeah.
It's not so much like offlane. It's that you're still with everyone, and you're the one who's taking you're the one taking the farm. Like Let's say it's a group of you four and the jug is like off doing his own thing, right?
Right.
As
If-
the group of four, if there's a camp and you want the camp, they should give you the camp because you have the
Normally.
highest priority.
yeah.
Unless like your axe is like, I need this much I need 200 gold for my blink, then you should give them the camp. But generally, you're the one who is like able to get all the farm. And the reason that you want people to be close to you while you're pushing these lanes, are because now, if they push the lane, then you can jump them, or you can smoke away after you push the lane and jump somewhere else. So often you want to try to be close-ish to your team. You don't have to be like directly on top of them, but try to be on the same like half of the map so that you can fight with them.
So I haven't played mid in a long time, and I wouldn't know this as well as you just explained it either way. I often see myself as the island that's on the other side doing the corner clear that someone else isn't doing. That is a certain style that may fit certain positions, heroes.
That is a specific hero thing, yeah. That's like the heroes who buy like Boots of Travel will do that a lot.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
Invoker or Leshrac or like Alina. They go with these Boots of Travel and they clear the corners, they get it really farmed. They pretty much are like playing, they're not like the carry, but they're going to be really farmed. They're be really high impact. When you're playing more of these like the brawler mids, which is like Tusk, Pango, you have decent damage, but you need your supports to help you with damage. So you still want to farm, but you want to farm closer to your team.
Okay, makes
And
sense.
either someone else does that role, or you just worry about it. You just move together as a team. You kind of like flow around the map as like a little group of people, and you just kill everything in your path, whether it's creeps, heroes, whatever. You just do it together.
So in this case, looking at the numbers, I would say probably Axe reprised that role.
Yeah, Axe kind of took the role of farming, just a little, not too much.
Because I was usually
But again, I also
floating.
think
Go ahead.
I just think it wasn't so much this game as using that role. I think it was more of there were times where you could have hit an extra like camp or extra couple creeps, but you were
Spinning circles in the
yeah,
jungle.
and it's not like necessarily a bad thing. Like there's times in Dota where it's the right thing to just think about what you're doing and like take the 50 gold hit or 100 gold hit. So it's not like necessarily a bad thing, but it's not that you made any wrong movements per se really in the map. It's more just
Well,
you could have been more efficient with the choices and like what you do between them
sure.
rather than like the overarching idea.
Yet, if you hadn't been here, I would constantly go to the corner. I get the story the picture you're painting here, strong together, and how the satellite farmer with Boots of Travel could be greatly. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than doing that with like treads.
Yeah, I think my one big like thing that I could say would help you on these heroes, especially the ones who want to run around a lot early, are try to move your camera to the side lanes a lot more in the early game. So once it hits like the 5-6 minute mark, being able to like back off mid for like 4 or 5 seconds and then click bot and see what the situation is down there. Click top and see what the situation is down there. A hero that helped me with that a lot was actually Invoker. If you ever learn that hero,
because
when
of
you play Exort
Sunstrike.
Invoker, you get Sunstrike. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the entire early game, literally the way that I would play it was, I would last a creep, and in those like half a second between like the next creep being able to be lasted, I would click a side lane just to see what the health is, and then I'd look back at mid, get another lasted, look bot, and I would just like practice like between every single creep, going to my side lanes to see if they need help. And obviously, you don't want it to be that extreme
Yeah.
and like do it every single creep, but it's good to just check in and see what the situations are.
Makes a lot of
Because I
sense.
think there were a couple times where you could have like looked bot, and maybe there's a chance you get a kill bot, or you would TP bot. It's pretty much just if you look at the side lane, there's an opportunity, and it's just a hard habit because I think when you like start playing, you like always want to look at your hero. You don't want to lose your hero because there's so many things going on. Because like even there's times where like I'll be playing a team fight and like I got triple four staffed or I blinked at a random place. I'm like I lost my hero for like half a second. So, but it's just like try to, if you can, try to just like look a little more.
Yep.
Just like even if it's like once every 2 minutes.
I didn't look
Like you
once.
look there at 4 minutes, you look 5. Yeah, just to get a read. I think the simplest for me is either if I get a rune, or like while I'm walking to the runes, because there's nothing's happening. You're just walking to the rune, like the water runes, right?
Yeah.
I'll click a rune on the same side. So it's like if I'm walking to the bot water rune in 4 minutes, I'll just look at bot
Yeah.
because I have nothing else to do. And then the other time is once you get a power rune, if you get a power rune at 6 minutes. It's also look at the side lanes because now you can be like, okay, it's 6 minutes. I have phase boots. I have a haste rune. Can I kill this lane bot? And you want to like actually look there and make your own read. Unless you have someone on your team telling you like, all right, we have the come here TUSK, we'll kill them, which I don't think is really going to happen that often.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Because even in higher MMR, people don't say, hey, come to this lane, we'll kill. Generally, you have to tell people that you're going to come there.
Makes sense.
And you're going to kill them for them. So,
Like, okay, I'll
yeah,
come.
a lot
but
of it's just like on you.
I have no health and mana, and I'm
Yeah.
just away from my item. But sure, if you said so, I'll join.
Yeah.
One question is, when you get the power rune, what is the most optimal way to walk top or bot from Radiant or Dire? So in this instance, took it a little late, I think. Okay, so here I got it. This is
So,
when you
yeah,
told
so-
me it's better to walk up my own high ground than to walk down the middle again. And I also
So-
wanted the wave.
Yeah, so at there, it would like as you're walking to the rune, I would say you should look at bot.
Yeah, and
Because
I would have
this
seen...
this like 5 to 6 minute mark is like really big for mids for a lot of reasons. So one, you're hitting level 6 or level 7, so you're getting your power spike as a mid. 2, you're generally getting you have like your boots, so you have your items, you have your spells. 3, the power runes are spawning, so you're gonna get this big power rune spike. And then 4 is that the siege is spawned.
Yes.
So there's all these different things that kind of collide around 5 to 6 minutes that makes it so you, in a lot of games, you'll make a decision. There's some games where the decision is, okay, I'm going to go farm mid, and that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. That's like, it can be correct. Like a lot of different choices can be correct. But in this game, for example, let's say you look at bot, you can see a siege here. And if you look at this right now, you'd say, okay, the siege is dead, so we have no more tower pressure. Let's say there's like a creep wave tanking for the siege. You could look at this and say, hey, maybe I could run here, and by the time I'm there, the siege is still alive, and we take the tower for free.
They would have seen me.
And they would have seen you, but sometimes just like, even if they know you're coming, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah. And
Like,
access-
I don't really
access
worry about
getting-
them seeing me a lot, because this is going to sound really confusing, but I don't make my plays for kills. Generally, I make my moves, and this goes throughout the whole game. I make my moves for pressure or for an objective. So even when it's a mid game, and I say, hey, we can go smoke to kill this person. If the only goal of your smoke is just to get a kill, a lot of the time, if you don't get the kill, you'll feel really bad. But if you're like, hey, we can smoke here, and we'll either kill their carry farming, but if he's not there, we'll be behind their tower, and we can wrap around their tower and kill their tower. And that means that no matter what the result is, you have an understanding.
Yeah, makes
So-
sense.
So like here, you could have said to yourself, I'll go bot. And even though they're under the tower, this is if there were creeps defending the siege, right? So the siege is actually alive. You could say, oh, they're under tower. It's probably hard to kill them, but we could probably take the tower. And that's good enough for me. I don't need to get these kills.
Yeah. That makes sense. I let myself get stopped a lot by what if they see me? I feel so exposed. Like, in front.
Yeah.
I feel like they see right through me. I'm so transparent. But
I try to not worry about them seeing me. I try to worry more. I think seeing you only worries you when you think you can be actually jumped or killed.
right, when you're weak, you're
But,
worried
like,
about being seen.
yeah.
When you're strong, they still.
When you're the one doing the move, they have to deal with you no matter what.
Yeah. And just in hindsight, if I had gone bot with that power rune, they would have still killed the Enigma without me. We would have killed the tower just by punching it, probably, even with just a single creep wave. And Weaver wouldn't have killed my whoever it was, Ogre Mage or Axe, because we'd be 3 against 1.
Yeah. And then so here again, this is somewhere where I thought that you should
You said TP bot.
look bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
so,
you asked me to look, and I thought, okay, he's inviting me to use my intuition. I'll make a judgment call. I'm not going to go. Axe is about to die. I just snapped.
That's fine. Yeah, no, like, I don't ever think it's wrong, or should feel bad that you made a
Thanks
wrong
for the
call.
good content.
The question is whether or not you allowed yourself to make a call, or like make a decision.
Yeah, and if you hadn't
Like,
asked
I
me
think
to look,
like this would be bad in my opinion, if you didn't even look bot, and you just clicked the TP mid just as like, you know, I'm gonna TP mid, whatever.
yes,
But if you look bot and you say, oh, this fight's bad, then now you can look back and be like, oh, did I make the right call? Did I make the wrong call? It's the same thing even like with a team. It's like you'll say, hey guys, let's do this play, and then no one's like, no, this game is hard, we're losing, like we should just farm and come back. And like at the end of the day, you might just farm and maybe you'll win, but you might just lose. And then you'll never know whether that smoke play or that team fight you could have taken was going to be good because you didn't do it.
yes, yes. I agree a
it's-
lot.
It's just better to just like make a call and like just do something, especially as a team.
Always have a
Um,
reason, even if it's a bad.
Yeah.
It turns out to be the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because now you can judge the reason and the result.
Yeah. So here, like for me, what I would say is, I feel like my hero is really strong at team fighting skirmishing.
Yeah, you would have done
And
something
so-
here, for sure.
Yeah. So the other thing is, I think you walk back to base. So walking back to base is one of those other times where, once you click your fountain, there's nothing else you have to do.
Well, I have to look
Uh,
all the way.
Yeah, you gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself strut all the way back to base. So you click it, and then that entire like 15-20 seconds, you should use as like practice of like moving your map around, checking what items people have, what they're building, even your teammates. Sometimes it's good to see like, oh, this guy doesn't have this thing skilled, like he's doing this skill build, or oh, my guy doesn't have boots on this hero, you know,
Yeah.
just to see what your team has as tools that you can use and what it looks like the enemy team.
yeah.
So it's like there, for example. Anytime I see like like 4 or 5 or more heroes on like a little section of my minimap, I always will check it just to see what's happening. So there's like 5 heroes there, I think, bot, or 6.
Yeah.
And so I'd click there and I would say, okay, even though my axe is low, I feel like my hero's strong enough to go brawl there. So I'd want a TP just to take this fight. But like if you're like, oh, I don't think my hero's strong enough, or like you don't have the same read, that's like fine. But it's always just try to enable yourself to make the reads
Yep.
however you can.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, I'm gonna practice this without my side wheels a bit, and I'll try to apply everything. It's,
Yeah.
so much easier with your expert guidance. Thank you a lot.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I hope I didn't. I was trying to not confuse you, give you too much.
Wait, there's things you haven't taught me?
I've taught you. There's only small things I haven't taught you. Only the top tier stuff.
Top 90%.
That'll be next week.
That's it.
That's once you're at Immortal.
Okay, next
I'll
week.
give you 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, first week of December. We'll learn everything else needed to get immortal with Gunnar.
Yep. I'll be waiting till you're in my games.
Awesome.
It'll be fun. All right. Good luck.
Thanks a lot,
You gonna
Gunnar.
play more Tusk?
Yeah, I'm gonna play more Tusk. Probably more unranked to get
Yeah.
the comfort of tag
The spells-
teaming and
Yeah.
minimap.
Feeling the spells.
Yeah.
Even the shards is a really cool spell, because you can do a lot with it. They're just like blocking
My teammates.
their paths,
Yeah.
blocking your teammates. The creeps, using the creeps in the leaning stage.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll play around with that. Game is gonna last longer with the quality of my decisions going down. Not having
You're gonna do
you.
great. Yeah, just the one thing is remember runes, and then also just
Minimap.
slow fights, you know,
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. In the fights, like you don't have to just stay in there and just fight till one of you dies. You know, it's not a coward move to wait for your cooldowns to go again for a second time.
Okay, I'll try to believe that.
Yeah, it might also take your teammates believing that. So.
Just mute.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Thanks, Gunnar. Yeah, you too. Good luck if you still play.
See you. Yeah, I'm gonna play some more.
All right, GeoHF, see you. I kind of wanted him to coach all of my games tonight. But if he's coaching all of the games, then I don't get to see how I will do alone. So I'm throwing myself out there. I never wanted him to leave. He's such a nice guy, such a good